Saudi Arabia has for generations been one of the hardest countries on earth to visit. Now, an increasing number of foreign visitors, including press, are being allowed into the country. That's why we were invited to the 2018 King Abdulaziz Camel Festival outside the capital, Riyadh. Camels hold a very special place in Saudi Arabia's heart. They've been used for centuries as transportation, food, even as currency. This annual month-long celebration of everything camel is a chance to see and be seen for the country's elite. I'm at a camel festival which is celebrating all things past, and I'm walking on a red carpet because this event has some very special guests. The king's here. And I think that betrays a lot about how Saudi Arabia is feeling about its identity. This is a time of massive flux. Saudi Arabia is going to adapt from the closed, conservative place it's known as. Its plan is to do that by 2030. And people can be nervous about change. And so how better to deal with that than to remind yourself of your roots, your regional identity, and celebrate the camel. For many, the biggest draw at the festival is the racing. Over the course of a month, 8,000 camels will race for millions of dollars in prizes. The sun has just risen on the desert this morning, so the temperature is pretty unforgiving, but we're down here super early because this is when all the camel racing kicks off. Arabian camel racing has been around since the 7th century, but has grown in popularity in recent years due to the huge prizes on offer, earning the sport comparisons to horse racing. World leaders and dignitaries enter their prized beasts. But unlike horse racing, which maxes out at 2.4 kilometres, camel racing plays out on an epic 8-kilometre track in the middle of the desert. There's also another major difference between the two. These camels are jockeyed by robots. Rather than a cumbersome human in the saddle, making things slower and more dangerous, the robots contain a loudspeaker which allows the owner to shout commands to the camel via walkie-talkie as they drive alongside. There's even a remote-controlled riding prop strategically deployed to spur them along to victory. Mohammed is one of the race organisers. Is there like a standard design, or can people kind of tamper with them and suit them up?
طبعاً هو ما في تصميم إنه هذا هو المعتمد، لكن يجب إنه يكون يتوافق مع الشروط.
And with millions of dollars at stake, referees must check for signs of foul play. So when the race is done, you take the jockey and you test it?
Yes.
So what are you testing for?
بعض ملاك الهجن أو بعض المشاركين يستخدم حاجة ممنوعة دولياً اللي هي استخدام الصعق الكهربائي.
So people have tried to electrocute the camel to get it to go faster?
Yes.
Wow. So what's within here? It's like a rotary.
لأنه في الأساس هو drill.
That's amazing. It's literally a drill that they've adapted. And so the bit that spins on the drill is what turns the whip.
Yes. Remote control.
It was finally time for us to experience camel racing for ourselves. This is the start line. And they're off. This involved inserting myself into a scrum of 4x4s. None of the drivers had their eyes on the road. They were too busy concentrating on the performance of their camels and the robots jockeying them. Oh my God, it's really stressful. As the race continued, the mayhem deepened. We were jostling bumper to bumper for a better vantage point as dust billowed and commentary blared.
في هذا الحضور السامي في هذه الانطلاقات المبجلة التي تحمل كل القوة والإثارة. الله الله الله، الكيلو رفيع، الكيلو مثير، الكيلو قدير، هذا الكيلو اللي ما فيه رحمة، ما فيه رحمة.
Meanwhile, hundreds of spectators anxiously waited for the winner to cross the finish line. For others at the festival, the fastest camels aren't nearly as important as the most beautiful.
So this part of the Camel Beauty Contest is about beauty en masse. We've got herds of 100 camels, and the judges are looking to judge the sort of collective attractiveness of each herd. I can't tell how beautiful these are. They look all right to me. And you've even got some baby ones, some supermodels in training.
To get a better understanding of what exactly makes a beautiful camel, I met with one of the judges.
ولا الجميل واضح، الناقة الجميلة تاخذ حقها وتفرض حقها في المسابقة بجمالها، بطول رقبتها الزائد، يعطيها الله سبحان الله في كبر ضخامة الجسم وطول الرقبة، كبر الرأس، طول المشارب، كبر يعني ممشى الناقة. هنا المقصود فيه الممشى الإبل، ممشاها تميز اللجنة في ممشى الناقة اللي رقبتها منتحية أو اللي رقبتها إسناد أو اللي يميزونها في الممشى بعد.
This year, the beauty contest was rocked by scandal, and that scandal came in the form of Botox. Days prior to the competition, a dozen camels were disqualified after it was found they'd received Botox injections in their lips, noses, and jaws. Since the most beautiful camels are worth millions, the stakes are high. In light of this cheating, the festival has stepped up screening for all camels involved.
الآن احنا تشخيص نظري، نشوف الهيد، الراس، اللبس، الشفايف.
So they're looking for signs of cheating, like cosmetic enhancement to the camels. The camels are a bit stressed, so they're trying to get them to calm down so that they can check their lips. How can you tell by eye, just by looking, if there's something slightly off?
If we have any doubt, we will catch it separately and we will fill it down, we will check.
This inspection involves feeding the camels snacks to see how naturally their lips move.
How many camels do you have to check during the festival?
Today, 1,300 total.
Wow. You have to check them that many today?
Yes, we check one by one.
Wow. So this man hiding in these legs is Naif, and he's tipped to win.
Naif, the winner of last year's contest, has walked his herd of 100 camels cross-country for 15 days to get to the event.
We hope the most beautiful camels in the Gulf area.
Of all the 100 camels, do you have like one favorite?
Yeah, we have some, maybe two. Come, this is one very nice.
Bye. That's a beautiful camel.
This one. Yeah, and this one also.
Hello.
This is one very nice.
Oh. So how much does a camel like this one cost?
1 million riyal. It's
Riyal.
around $500,000. Ferrari and Porsche together.
That's amazing.
Some of them more. This one is Bugatti.
They've just decided that I should ride. I don't think the camel's that thrilled about it. This is wild. Bye.
You are the guide now.
I'm the guide now. How much of your life do you spend doing traditional pursuits?
Only in the weekends and the holidays. Not every day.
So the rest of the time you work in investment banking?
Yeah, different life, different sectors, different from long times ago, 50 years ago, 60 years ago. Everything has changed here. Before our life, our grandfather's life here in Saudi Arabia, it's different, 100% different than now.
Do you ever worry about traditions being lost with the way the country's changing?
It's all not lost, but it will be not like before. You know, it will change, but it will not lost. But we don't want to lose our camels.
No.
Because it's so expensive for us.
And your life might change if you get a phone call soon.
We are waiting for who will be the winner today.
From today's competition?
From today's competition. If we win, we will stay until the king will come.
Really?
Yes.
And then you would meet him?
Of course, the first winner will meet the king.
That's amazing.
And I meet Prince Mohammed bin Salman also.
Are you excited of the idea of meeting MBS?
Of course, he's our new king. He's our guy now. We are excited with him, and we are moving with him. We are changing with him to the better.
It was almost time for Naif to find out if he'd won.
لا هم متى يعلنون؟ مو المفروض يعلنون الساعة 7 ويكلمون ولا يرسلون رسالة بس.
So Naif's been waiting for 7 o'clock for the call to tell him whether or not his camels have won beauty contest, and it's now past 7 o'clock and there's been no call. But he can also see if it's been announced on Twitter, so he keeps trying to refresh Twitter. But since we're in the desert, Twitter's not really behaving too well. So it's very tense in here.
يطولوا والله طول. تأخروا. جاك شيء ما نزلوا شيء. Why today they are late? Why they are delaying? لا هل أعلنوا شيء ولا ما في شيء؟
It's 8 o'clock, everyone. When I'm nervous, I can't eat.
You are nervous now?
No, but I thought maybe you would be nervous because you're waiting for the call.
Oh, don't tell me.
Sorry. You okay?
No, I'm not okay. It's come.
It's come.
طلعت يا شباب واحد يفتح من جوال أنا جوالي أي يفتح.
Did you win? Second. Well done.
I thought that we are the worst.
Well done.
مباركة.
Mabruk, mabruk.
Thank you very much.
You came second.
We came second.
You're happy. You're a bit disappointed.
Yeah, of course. We are not happy.
You're not going to meet the main guy.
Oh, this is the bad things.
Winning 100 camels in the category that would have beat Naif's camels, and they're currently now parading for the king and MBS, and also regional dignitaries, leaders of neighbouring countries.
As I watched the highly choreographed closing ceremony, it was clear that in modern Saudi Arabia, camels remain important. They may not be a main source of transport or food, but to Saudi's elite, like Naif and the country's leadership, they're a source of national pride and even regional solidarity.